Hey, y'all, and welcome back to Are We Still On podcast. I am your host, Zen. And before we start, like we start any other episode, I hope that everyone out there is having a good day. And if you are not having a good day, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, woosah. I hope you fix whatever mess of a day that you are having so that you can have a good day. Now, on today's episode, I'm feeling very cheerful this episode. Last episode, I probably sounded a little down. I was just really under the weather, but I still wanted to push that episode out for you guys about taking a break and just getting yourself together, getting your thoughts together. But there are different ways to taking a break and also letting relatives, loved ones, cousins, whomever know that you are about to shut down for a couple of weeks, months, however long it takes. So this episode is really not going to be based on anything in specific. This episode, we are in the month of November now, and baby, it's the first of the month. So I hope everybody paid their bills on time because, baby, Thanksgiving is right around the corner if you do celebrate Thanksgiving. And but we need lights on. We need the gas stoves on. Okay. We need everything on and working for these nice, fancy dinner spreads that everyone is making. We need to make sure that we have enough paper plates and everything. So after you pay your bills, let's go ahead and get it rolling for the Thanksgiving because I am super excited for Thanksgiving this year. I am hungry. I am ready to eat dressing. I don't even eat turkey. Let me know down in the comment section or leave me a comment on any social media platform and let me know if you are the type that in fact eats Thanksgiving dinner, but you only eat the sides. So are you a side eater for Thanksgiving, or are you like a main entree? Like you want everything on your plate? Let me know because I am one of those ones, but I don't like turkey. I don't like ham. I don't necessarily dibble and dabble in like the meat section of Thanksgiving. I'm there for the sides, baby. I am there for the sweet potatoes, the yams, the dressing, the mac and cheese, the collard greens, the whatever type of sides that you are having for Thanksgiving. That's what I am. I'm that type of person. I want the sides, baby. I want my mac and cheese to touch. Okay, I want my mac and cheese to touch my sweet potatoes, my yam. I want the yam juice mixed in and entangled. You get what I'm saying? Like I am preparing myself for Thanksgiving. Like I even thought about maybe I should fast and that way I'm prepared for all of the plates that I am going to make full of sides. And I'm like, just the thought of knowing that Thanksgiving is around the corner, to a time to be with family, friends, people that we haven't seen probably the whole year. Might it be like we're out of towners, out of staters, and we're always coming in once a year or twice a year to celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, the major holidays. And for me, honestly, like most of my family stay in East Texas. So if you are familiar with Texas, if you're an out-of-state listener, baby, there's logic to this. But if you are a out of towner in Texas, so like the East Texas, the Houston areas, the San Antonio areas and stuff like that, baby, those areas are like you're traveling from a different state to get to where your family is. So growing up, I never really spent Thanksgiving or anything like that with my family. Now, I did go to my mom's, my granny's house on my mom's side. I went to her house one time, and let's just say, baby, I'm dying for Thanksgiving. Never going back. Never going back. Granny, I love you, but baby, it's a whole lot of diabetic people. It's a whole lot of diabetic people over there. And if you have any diabetic people or high blood pressure people in your family, that limits the seasoning, the taste of it all, of the food. And so, baby, when I went down there that one year, it was a no for me. I'm like, there's no seasoning in the mac and cheese. There's no seasoning like nowhere. Y'all, excuse my phone. My phone just went off. I knew I was supposed to put this on silent because I forgot to take it off of loud before I started recording. My homeboy is calling me, and I'm pretty sure it's about something that he just wants to blabber about, but I'm always a listening ear. So, yeah, okay, so back to it. I was like, yeah, Granny, no. Granny, no. Now, will I tell my granny? Probably not. If she ever decides to listen to my podcast and decides that this particular episode is what she's going to listen to, Granny, I said it. There's no seasoning in the food for me to even enjoy it. I need a little razzle dazzle, and the little that you're adding to your Thanksgiving meals is just not doing it for me. Okay? So here I am. I'm like, okay, this Thanksgiving, I'm totally prepared, and I got to get in order whose house I'm going to, like from step to step. And so every year my daddy says he's not cooking for Thanksgiving, but he always ends up cooking for Thanksgiving. His whole excuse is, oh, don't nobody help me with the Thanksgiving dish, and everyone just wants to come over here and eat. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll help you. I'll come over there, probably the weekend of Thanksgiving, and spend the weekend over there, help you prep, cook, do whatever it is that you want me to do and help you with. But for some odd reason, when it's time to sit down for Thanksgiving, my dad's side of the family is that type of family that's we're vocal over the phone, but being in each other's space, we're not. And I already know the particular reason for that being, but I'm not going to put my daddy business out there. So for the family that is listening to this particular episode, baby, y'all know the reason why Mr. Ray decides that he just does not ever want to get up and move around and go visit his own family for Thanksgiving. So we are, on my dad's side, we are very more so just vocal over the phone. We rarely meet up. The communication is there because we do have a group chat. So when there's an accomplishment in the family, we send the accomplishments over the group chat, and we tend to just, give praise, say, hey, this birthday party, this event, this is that at church. So we tend to do that, but as I'm looking, I'm like, I don't want to become that type of person growing up. So now that me and my fiance, we are together, we are in the spirit, because he has a big family. And so like growing up, it was always either just me and my dad, or me, my dad, and his girlfriend and her people. And it was never me, my dad, our family. It was always me, my dad, his girlfriend, people, and stuff like that. So having my fiance be so close to his family, and they always come together for birthdays, events, and stuff like that, they are hosting a Thanksgiving dinner, and the theme of this year, I think my fiance said this is the first time of them doing a theme. So the theme this year is cowboys attire. So we're supposed to dress up in our cute little giddy up and, look cute and stuff. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me get used to this, because your girl is not used. I'm used to 2 people plus a couple other people on my dated girlfriend side, and I've always wanted that as a family, like as a, sit down, and we have traditions, we have all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted to touch bases on that, because baby, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and the way that this year has been flying is crazy. Like, why are we already in November? It was just March yesterday. So the fact that we are already in November really has me thinking, like, are we time traveling or something? Because it's not making no sense. So I'm like a little on the fence about something, because this, as I stated before I started this whole podcast thing, this is my very first podcast, but I don't want to overconsume myself with my podcast. I know it's a trial and error type of deal, but for me to open up, find out what works for me, and also have my time to myself, my family, I was thinking, like, I think that I will not post an episode or record an episode the week of Thanksgiving. So that week I will be skipping that week and coming back on the 29th, I believe. So the week of, let's see here, the week of the 22nd of November, yeah, I will not be posting a recording, but I definitely will be active on social media, posting Thanksgiving things, of course, because Thanksgiving is the 23rd this year. So I'm definitely going to take a break for family time and just, me time for that week. And I'll come back November 29th with a continuation of my podcast. And then I also want to let you guys know also that I will be taking a 2-week vacation from my podcast in December. So the weekend of my last episode will be December 20th of this year. So December 20th of this year is my last episode. And then I'll come back in for the new year, 2024, January 3rd. So that will be same time, Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. I just thought I'd let you guys know that, because your girl needs family time. Your girl needs a break, and learning how to balance business and stuff like that with family time. You have to have those breaks. So I'll let you guys know that. So let's hop back into today's episode. So again, if you are a person that only eats sides, leave a comment and let me know, like, what type of sides are you eating? Because there's also picky eaters for Thanksgiving. Like, they only eat, like, probably like the mac and cheese and sweet potatoes, or mac and cheese and yams, and that's it. Does your family do like themed Thanksgiving? Because like I said, this is my first year doing a themed Thanksgiving, wearing cowboy attire, cowgirl attire. So we're doing that, and we are going to be announcing a surprise, but I am also going to be keeping that to myself for a little while. But the family will know, but I'm going to keep it to myself for a little while, because it's just something very personal. So I'll definitely let you guys in on a little couple of secrets and hints here and there. So I will be hinting here and there about the big up and coming surprise. So definitely want to just, chat with you guys this week. I'm not very focused on a specific topic this episode because, like I stated, we are in the month of Thanksgiving. Everything is just happening so fast. We are arranging how we're getting here, how we're getting there. We're arranging dishes. Like, what are you guys' favorite dish for Thanksgiving? Like, I know they asked me, my fiance's family had asked me, was I cooking? I was like, no, I'm not cooking this year. Maybe next year, but this year I'm definitely not cooking. And they were asking, like, jokingly, they were like, well, can you cook? And I was like, yes, I can cook. I'm just not cooking this year. And so me and my fiance did agree that we were going to buy like the paper cups, the plates, the soda juices and stuff. And if you are from Texas, baby, have you ever had a pie or a cake from this place called Dixie House? So for the outsiders, baby, Dixie House is like a breakfast, lunch, dinner-ish type of cafe. So it's a small cafe, but baby, the food is fucking to die for. I kid you not, to die for. The pancakes are always good. The biscuits and gravy, delicious. So every year, I got this from my dad because every year my dad would make Thanksgiving dinner, but he doesn't do major desserts. So he'll do like a sweet potato pie. He'll do that, but any type of big cakes and stuff and big other type of pies he doesn't do. So he will always order them from Dixie House. So baby, those pies and cakes from Dixie House, and you always have to order from Dixie House. You have to order weeks ahead of time. So maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday, this coming up Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to go and put my order in because, baby, when I tell you Dixie House be having an overflow of orders for their desserts alone around this holiday. So they opened up the bakery and they do a catering for Thanksgiving. And so they have an overflow of desserts, pies. They even do rolls, and I'm thinking I'm going to order some rolls, but the rolls are probably going to be just for me. I don't know. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person, but I will be that person, if you get what I'm saying. Because, wow, those rolls are just definitely chef kiss, okay? So I told them, like, I didn't tell them that I was going to order the cakes and pies, but I'm going to because of the fact that I'm not cooking with them this year. I am just coming with an empty belly and my silver spoon and my silver fork. That's it. I don't want to come with nothing else. I want to come with my eating utensils, my drinking cup, and that's it. I don't try again next year, y'all. Try again next year. So again, like, do y'all have big themes for Thanksgiving, or is it just something that your family does in specific for Thanksgiving? And I feel like, personally, now that we are talking about Thanksgiving and we are near the holidays, I feel like celebrating as a family for holidays is dying out. It's dying out. Kids are having their own want to have traditions, or they are leading their lives in a different light. So they're becoming more ostracized. The people are wanting to be more to themselves. They don't want to include themselves in family events. They don't want to include themselves in such holidays that everyone wants. Oh, that's a pilgrim holiday. That's Christmas isn't even about, We'll go into the whole ordeal about religion another time, but I just want to know also, like, personally, if you are listening to this episode, personally, do you feel that coming together as a family to celebrate, holidays, not celebrate anything in particular, just the holidays, because Thanksgiving is around, November is around a holiday, December is around a holiday. Like, do you feel like that stuff is dying down? Like, there's, this generation isn't wanting to celebrate. They want to go to friends and they want to partake in doing things and activities with friends and stuff. Like, do you feel that doing family things is dying out? Me personally, I feel like it is. I feel like every year there is a part of society that's just not wanting to join together anymore. Every year, every month, every day, there's something new going on. There's something new that someone has to worry about. There's something new that another person just has to get off their chest because they're feeling a certain way. Why do you celebrate this, devil holiday? Why do you celebrate this? And it's like, is it really about the holiday, or do you just not want to be a part of a family anymore? That's personally how I feel. I personally feel that nowadays, dealing with religion and all kinds of other stuff, it's like we're pinpointing at something not being celebrated because it's not supposed to be celebrated in a religion. And now, mind you, I get it, but it doesn't have to in a household, whatever household you come from, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're celebrating a pilgrim holiday. It has to be that you might be coming together on this pilgrim holiday just to come together as a black family, a black gathering, whatever type of gathering you are calling it versus the actual holiday that it is. And it just bothers me sometimes that instead of opening up and actually, because a lot of the time us people have kids, we have kids. We would rather ostracize our kids from family and stuff like that. And then y'all look crazy when it's time for your kids to ask for help or ask for guidance or something that they're not getting from you. But these family members are really, it is what it is. If you understand exactly what I'm talking about, or have you ever witnessed it, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Because when you push yourself away from your family so much that when it really matters and when it really counts is when you want it to count, only when you want it to count, at that point, you're picking and choosing when you want family to be family. You're picking and choosing when you want people to help guide you and help do things for you and help, because it's like, I can't give you the rice and you only want to give me a little pinch of salt in the rice. Baby, you at least need to be the water that's being added to my rice. There's more water to be added to the rice than there is a pinch of damn salt. So I just wanted to know, like, personally, if you're listening to this episode personally, do you feel that coming together as a family, religion-wise or not, do you feel that it's becoming non-existent? We're not coming together anymore. We're not celebrating birthdays anymore. We're not celebrating growth anymore. We're not doing none of that anymore. And is it for us, or is it for the aesthetic that 2023 bought, 2022 bought, 2020 bought, 2021? Is it the aesthetic of it? Because growing up, I never had that. I never had a Christmas where I'm sitting around the Christmas tree with my brothers and sisters and we're just all thankful. We're opening up gifts. I've never had a sit down with, a big sit down with my dad's side of the family and just came together and just did family things. So that's why I'm so focused now on making sure I'm doing that for my daughter. I'm making sure she's being around family, being more involved with family, because when I leave this earth, yeah, you're probably raising your kids to be independent and not, rely on people. But when you're raising your kids to be so ostracized and solo by themselves, that when you die, your kids are going to be here alone. The cousins ain't going to want to fuck with your child, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you realize it or not. The uncles and aunties, when your child needs help and you are dead and gone, they're not going to have no type of connection to just want to get up and do for your kids. So it's like, are we doing it for ourselves, doing it and just having our kids reap the consequences that we are just bringing upon them, or are we doing it for an actual reason? I really want to know, baby, because let me tell you something. My daughter is going to be and have every exact birthday that she wants, Christmas that she wants, celebration Thanksgiving with her family. I want her to be open to being a part of a family. I don't want her to, because me personally, I grew up with just my dad. So it was just me and my dad. So I was more of when I grew up and went to the military and, started my own family, it was just me and my daughter. But I was like, I can't raise her how I was raised, because I didn't like that. I didn't like being just this one person and I'm not contacting my cousins. I'm not contacting, I barely talk to my brothers and sisters. Like, I talked to my one sister, but we just recently got close back in 2017, 2018, after I graduated high school, after I went to the military and served my time and came back. And me and my sister are maybe a year and a half or a year apart. So I just had a birthday. So if I'm 29, she's probably 27, 28. In 2017 or 2018, that was just a couple of years ago, that we became closer. I don't want my daughter to grow up like that. I don't want her to be feeling as if the only person she can rely on is herself. That shit gets fucking lonely. It gets lonely. And now that we are around the holidays and some of these people be keeping their kids and, we don't celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's not about Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's about joining together with your family. That's it. If you don't want to buy gifts for nobody else's kids, you ain't got to buy gifts for nobody else's kids. If you don't want to sit around and say grace and eat at the table with everybody on this specific holiday, baby, at least come and let your kids see their cousins, their aunties, and I don't make an excuse because of something that you so highly believe in. But when your kids are growing up, this is something that they need to see. It's something that they need to see. It's something that needs to be, because I feel like we are dying as a generation of Black people that are coming together. We don't do that no more. We don't celebrate no more. Everything is so controversial. This religion doesn't celebrate that. Back then, grannies and aunties and uncles wasn't worried about no religion, baby. We are celebrating as a family. Get over here, bring them kids over here, bring my grandkids over here. We are together for this holiday as Black families. We're not here because we pilgrims. We're not. So, and to see that and hear that, it's just like, wake up, people. Wake up, because when we die, the last thing you want is to have your kids on this earth solo, alone, eating in a small 2x4 goddamn apartment, eating ramen noodles while everybody else's family is celebrating and being happy and having generational things going on and stuff like that. Y'all out here thinking y'all raising these damn Elon Musks and shit like that. See how crazy this nigga is, okay? So let's just stop it. So coming to the end of this episode, I just want everyone to take time, understand exactly what being a part of a family is. Have a happy holiday, and I hope you guys are in the season, in the feeling, and everything, okay? So again, I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for tuning in to Are We Still On podcast. Bye.